influencers who has like from 0 to 10k followers. We have the micro starting from 10k to 100k. We have the mid tier, that's 100k to 500k. We have the macro, that's 500k to 1 million. And then we have the mega, that's 1 million plus. So I think when you're trying to categorize them, these are the categories of influencers you find. So when you look at your numbers, you look at where you fall. But then when it comes to impact, it's more it's not even about. I mean, the numbers also is part, but then impact is mostly not about numbers, because there are times where you see campaigns being executed with influencers, and then it shouldn't mean you should have like the 1 million views or the 100,000 views to create an impact. There are had influencers who are low views, but then the trusted voice or the conversion rate of that particular influencer stats was way higher than somebody who had like 100,000, 200,000 views. So when it comes to impact, I don't feel like it's the numbers. The numbers is also part, but then it's more also about the strategy that leads to the impact. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Alan, do you know that which type of influencer you are?
I would say a macro, because yeah.
Anyway. Oh. Has the rain not stopped? Oh. Let's see. But then, how? I'm coming to Henry. How did Paul, or why did Paul decide to go into influencer marketing?
Right. So I think over time, looking at our mission, and then in contemporary marketing agency, brand storytelling are moving from store images, moving from the ordinary copyrights, moving from the articles. Brands want to have look and feel, people who can engage their communities, people who can drive people into brands. So that is the reason why we entered into influencer marketing as part of our core.
And has it been easy, especially looking at the Ghanaian market as well? Has it been easy? Or even how would you assess the influencer marketing?
I think pretty much it's been fair, but there again, from the strategy that we do, we feel there is always a direction. Everybody wants to become an influencer. As Gibson said, everybody is an influencer. But you can only be an influencer with a goal to monetize what you are selling. Now, if brands are not calling on your portfolio, if brands are not seeing your relevance, then probably the bigger picture wouldn't be there. And simply put, there isn't sustainability. Right? So the reason why we have the Pulse Influencer Network, where we gather the micro, the nano, and the top tier influencers, as we say, where we put them through sessions, we put them through real life acts from brands, and then how they could also create, because most influencers, sometimes you see a little bit lack of content direction, you know. So this is the reason why we have the influencer network, and we'll continue to push that everyone who sees himself as an influencer should be under a very recognized community, whereby you can be of relevance to brands. Yeah.
Okay, so when you are selecting influencers, what do you look out for?
Well, so our system is very rigorous. Gibson and I are always deep in dive. We are not just looking at your engagement or followership. We go beyond that. We look at your demographics. We look at the content you are talking about. We are also looking at your niche. You should look at your niche, your strength, and then how you create. Some people are not creating compelling stories. They are just reading from the ordinary. So these are some of the top courses we go through in our selection process.
Okay. Should we still move on to yeah. Okay, then you're ready. All right. You talked about the niche. Oh, let me come to you. Hello. So you have been dancing.
Yeah.
Is there any other contents that you can say cuts you through to, or the other maybe lifestyle, any other fashion? Because this is
I think I do normally also do commercials for brands and companies. So I do all.
Is it through dancing or do you do it another way?
No, separately. I do that one separately.
Okay.
But sometimes a bit of dance because that's what people really want me to do. So,
What would you say works? Having a niche or being a general influencer?
the general information.
How would you say it works?
Because I would say I do all kinds of content. Sometimes, even apart from normal brands, we normally go to places to create something that is not there. So that's the
You say that works. You don't really have a strong pull in like a conspiracy.